I don't have a face. Why don't I have a face? I forgot my face. Hang on. Yellow, hi everybody. B Sharp is just C natural, but in like spicy pajamas. Yeah. Which most music teachers would probably punch me in the face for saying. Okay. So, here's the first thing, chat. We're gonna see if I can figure out how to do this. We're gonna switch to the gaming scene. We're gonna get rid of the VTuber stream that should be sitting next to me. Gaming. MuseScore, perhaps? And MuseScore, perhaps? You gonna work there, little buddy? Either that or whatever the first note is of never gonna give you up.
Hello there.
Hello there. Hi, Rain. How you doing? I have really good relative pitch, but I cannot tell you off the top of my head what the first note of Never Gonna Give You Up is. I know it's where, or if you're talking the instrumental, it's ba, but I don't know what that pitch is. Hello? Capture specific window, perhaps? Show you pitch? So sorry about turning you into a tarot card, BTW. Oh, it's fine. That was funny. I really enjoyed that. Your patented fastball? Oh, don't fastball me. I don't want to get fastballed. That sounds sus. Anyway, find fast, what? Computer, why? All right, wait. Throwing a chestnut, as one does. You can hear it. Interesting. You can't see it, but you can hear it, which means that there's something with the window capture. Foreground window? No. Specific application? No. Window capture. Let's try that. MuseScore. We're gonna pop open our little buddy. There we go. Capture cursor. We are not gonna capture audio just yet because it's working just fine. And then I'm going to put that on the bottom of the stack so that you can see my face. Hi, chat, it's me. I'm back. All right, so we're gonna start on some intro music. We are going to save to my computer, and I'm going to put it in my documents, and we're going to put it in, actually we're going to put it on the desktop. We're going to put it in the Lunatic folder on my desktop. Music. Intro, new. All right, so this is the software that I usually use for music composition. I really enjoy this software, actually. It's super duper free and it's super duper convenient to use, and it actually has really nice features, and it's like relatively fun to use too. You cannot see all the crazy gestures I'm doing with my arms right now, which is very, very sad. I'm gonna crack open this sparkling water I've got. I'm going to turn on my light, and then I actually, Meow Luna, thank you so much for the viewer attack head pat, but also, thanks for the head pats, Rain. I really appreciate it. But first of all, I know exactly what I want this song to sound like. I actually wrote lyrics for this ages ago when I thought I was going to be doing like an Ori song, like a, you know, as VTubers sometimes do. Thank you for the head pats, Feelifire. But I decided against the lyrics, so I know exactly what I want this to sound like. So I'm going to start with just a basic melody situation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3. We're actually going to make that a dotted half rest. I. We're going to do it in this key because I told Victoria that she could pick the first note. So that puts us most likely in the key of C. But usually the way that I do this is I just kind of noodle with it until I find what notes actually fit what I hear in my head. And then I switch the key signature to match that so that we have as few accidentals as humanly possible. If you're not a music theory kind of person, accidentals are just notes that are sharp and flat that aren't in the key signature. So, ba ba, ba ba. I think that's a perfect fifth. I think that was a perfect fifth. Oh, I'm so good at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I knew it. It was going to be an F sharp. Yep. Ba. Ba, 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 ba is an interesting rhythm. So, ba, 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 ba. Interesting syncopation there. 1 to 2 to 3. 1, and a 1. Wait. Ba, ba, ba. Ba. Ba da da, ba 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 ba. Yeah, it's gonna be ba ba ba, ba ba ba. Okay, so little known fact about RoLuna: the thing that I am worst at in music is rhythm. So I'm gonna mess these rhythms up quite a few times before I get the way that they're supposed to look, and then we're gonna be able to reuse those patterns later. I misread. A perfect fifth is C. No, that was a perfect fifth. So it has to have been a fourth. Okay. Bum ba. Okay, so the way that that fits ba, 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 should fall on the downbeat of the next measure, so it's actually here. Also, I am totally deferring to y'all in terms of whether you think this is remotely interesting to watch or listen to at all. If you just want to hang out, vibe, play some video games while Ro writes music, fantastic. I'm super hype about that. If you all hate it, we won't do it again. Do 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 do. Wait, no. Do do do. I'm bad at rhythm. Dun 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 dun. Don't have a loading title or whatever it's called. I don't know, Victoria, and I do write music. I'm not terribly great at it, but I actually the intro music that you normally hear. I wrote that. Ba 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 ba. That might be it. That might be it. Let's see. It's very slow right now. Exactly what I wanted. Perfect. I love it. Anyway. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three, four. Hmm. Ba ba da 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 da. Ba So 1.5. I think so. Also, if any parts of this start to sound like a song you've heard before, just stop me and tell me that, hey, you're just reinventing the wheel here, Ro. Oh my gosh, I have so many messages coming through. What's up, y'all? I see those messages. If y'all who are messaging me right now are in chat, let me know when you're ready, and you can just like send me the setup and we can switch to that if you would like. Three, four, one, do. We are gonna speed this up, BT dubs. The actual song is gonna be like twice as fast as this. That's actually the wrong note. Which I think is going to be da 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 da. That's going to be 1, 2, 3. Yep. And then, of course, it'll sound different when it's faster, which is the thing that really messes up my brain. When it is played faster, it sounds completely different. Like the mood changes, the feel changes. Do, do. Ba-da-da-da. Okay. It's actually going to be not a dotted. That's going to be right there. Da-da-da. Aha. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Yep. Woo! Then I think I actually want that to be a little bit longer than it is right now. So we'll do a tight quarter note. Or that's a whole note. Learn your music, Ro. So here's what that's going to sound like if we speed it up a little bit. Let's actually give us a tempo marker. Quarter note gets... Currently we are at 120 BPM. So let's make it... Not that. Let's actually make it 160 and see how we feel about that tempo. Okay. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, da. Okay, so this actually we want that to be one of these little guys instead. Now, here's where the rhythm gets funky, because I know exactly what I want this to sound like in my head, but I have absolutely no idea how to make that happen on paper just yet. So, we're on a little adventure together, Chatteroo. Yep, I think it's gonna be weird offbeat weirdness. Yep, I think so. That's the opposite of what I wanted. Okay. This could be wrong. This rhythm could be completely the opposite of everything that I've ever wanted in my life, and we're gonna find out together. Do 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 do. Come on. Boo ba 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 2 3. Nope, that rhythm is wrong. Either that or I'm counting the triplets wrong. Which is a possibility, because I can't count. Ooh, it's actually almost perfect. That's almost exactly what I wanted, chat. Ba, ba, ba. There's something wrong in this section here. Something feels off from where I want it to be. Do 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 do. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. I know what it is. So this actually wants to be that guy. And then this, rather than being 2/8, is going to be 2/16. There we go. Can I just do something silly? Oh, I'm in writing mode and not in selecting mode. Okay, bro, could you stop it with selecting everything you're not trying to click on? Jeez, girl. Do, do, do. I think I want this to be up here. Whoop. No, separate these two guys. So there we go. And then we probably want that tied across this. Hello, I want you tied across this measure. I want you tied across this measure. Yes. Then I'm going to select these two. Whoop. Hello. I want to select these two and make sure that they are tied together, because that's going to make them hold over the measure instead of jumping, instead of playing as two different notes. If y'all aren't super duper familiar, with you with the way that music notation is done. If you are, then I'm just preaching to the choir here. But if you're not, maybe it's fun. Who knows? And then I think what I want to do is I want to repeat the original theme from from what I'm going to call our A section. Hello. Extremely not familiar and interested in wanting to learn? Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna, actually, no, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do a manual repeat. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to tell it to repeat here. This is our first ending. This bit here is what we're calling our first ending. And then well, not first ending, but like first time through. Then second time, if I'm remembering how MuseScore handles this notation correctly, normally you would go like this. You would say, hey, this is where I want the second one to go. Wait, no. You know what? Actually, I like this better. We're going to go like this. Boop. First ending is going to be from here to way the heck down. Excuse you. Yeah, first ending is going to be from here to way the heck down here. This is now a real trick of reminding myself how MuseScore likes to handle repeats and endings, because I think this little pink line is telling me that it's going to repeat that measure. But I'm going to make our second ending as a little test run, just right here, and I'm going to make it play just a single whole note that doesn't match anything. Nova, hello, how are ya? Yeah, I'm sorry, Nova. Very happy to see you in here, though. A Goofbug cameo? Very much so. Oh, no. I know how I actually want to do that. I know how I actually want to notate that. So what we want to do is we want to put our little repeat sign buddy right here so that the music knows to skip back to here. Then we're going to go like one of these, and we're going to put another C here so that we don't have to have that situation with the dotted half rest at the start there. I don't know if you can tell, but I have this entire song playing in my head right now, and I know exactly how I want it to sound, and it's so frustrating that it takes so long. Boom, 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 boom. Do. All right, we're gonna need to shorten that one up a little bit because I think I actually messed it up from where I wanted it to be. Okay, so it's being a CLE. So we're going to get rid of the ending notations, and we're just going to assume that MuseScore knows to respect the way that you're supposed to do repeats in music. It should. It should. But the other question is, does Ro actually know how to do repeats in music? Because I haven't been a musician actively in like an embarrassing number of years. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I think we want this actually here, and we want to cut this tie. So it's going to sound like this. Nova's supposed to be the Sealy one? True. Tavi! Hey, hon, how are you? We're doing some music writing today, Tavi. That is exactly what I wanted. That is literally exactly how I wanted that to sound like. It's all the dorks. Holy heck, they're literally all, well, not all of them, but many of them are here. Several of them have been through too. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Music audio is a bit low, by the way. Oh, so you haven't been able to hear this all that well? There's another dork. Hi, Lady of Cephalopods. Okay, so then if I do this as our first ending, and this is our second ending, then we should be able to do one of these, tie these pallets. Oh, blimey, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Now, can MuseScore tie these guys together the way that I... Well, I don't know why it decided to do that. It may misunderstand the way that I'm supposed to do this. I may misunderstand the way that I'm supposed to use this software. It has been a bit since I actually used MuseScore in a whole lot of detail. Oh, those two are supposed to be tied together. Do, 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 do. No, not the ads! Silly ads. They do support the channel, though, so thanks for watching them, everyone. Yes! Okay, it does understand how to do that. Now, how do I do this? Exactly like that, chat. I do one of these. Tie those guys together. Yes! But except for the fact that I don't actually want these guys tied together. I want that to be... That's exactly what I wanted! Alright. Now, we got this little section done. Let's add a percussion track. Well, track, she uses that word very, very liberally. I pressed the wrong button. I just want more instruments. Where do I go for that? They've changed the interface since the last time I used this. Hello? And palettes we can... Wait. Nope, I don't want to start a new score. Why would I want to start a new score? It's going so well brightening the current one. Oh, because I hit new instead of... Hi, Tavi, welcome back. Welcome back from ads, everybody, if you are back from ads. Hey now, page settings, perhaps? No, that's literally just page settings. Where on earth did they move my balls? All right. Hi, Reckless. How are you, hon? Oh no. I genuinely cannot figure out how to add a the little piano keyboard guy. The percussion guy. Ooh, that's nifty. Piano keyboard. Newest version of MuseScore 4. I literally just downloaded this and I want to make sure that I tell you, Octavia. If I tell you correctly. MuseScore 4.5 is the version that I just downloaded. I am trying to add an instrument, which used to be up here, and you would just go into maybe project properties. No, that's not correct. You used to just go through here and there would be an instruments panel where you would add more tracks, like more stabs to the score. But I cannot recall where they do that in the newest version because I apologize, chat. This is very embarrassing. I should know how to use this software. Optimize enharmonic spelling. Wow. Part of the process. Isn't it always, Tavi? Wait. No, that's just the settings for a playback. Parts! Oh my goodness. No shit, it's not like you use it for work or anything. That's fair. That's fair. It literally, at the top of the screen, there's a panel for mixer and there's a panel for parts. And I didn't even realize. No. We are going to create a new part. We're going to call it, wait, is this correct? Yes. We're going to call it percussion. And we're going to do just a little drum set stuff. You used to use it for work and still don't remember? Fair. I used to use it all the hecking time, chat. Okay, so I want to put the percussion part on the heckin' what the shit? That wasn't correct. That wasn't correct at all. They do have a nifty little mixer though. That's pretty cool. That didn't used to be in MuseScore. And I know that I could have added our instruments during like creating the file, but I didn't know what instruments I was gonna want at the time, so I feel like I can't be faulted for that. I just threw some hair into trying to hit the garbage can and it flew right into my open backpack. So that's how today's gonna go. The publish tab is decidedly not correct. I just want to add a staff, you silly goose. You all snuggled your shunk recently? You know, I haven't snuggled my shunk recently. I really should snuggle my shark. Realize chord symbols, voice, measures, slashes, and harmonic spellings. Copy lyrics. We're not going to have lyrics. Format isn't going to do it. Add full screen, palette, master palette, layout, properties, selection filter, history, navigator, braille, timeline, mixer, oh, y'all can't even see the drop-down menus. That's crazy. Percussion. Yeah, it's going to be unpitched percussion, but that doesn't help us at all right now. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to close this window. I'm going to completely close this window, and then I'm going to open it back up. Why, you may ask? What does Ro hope to accomplish by doing this? Your guess is as good as mine, chat. Okay, so there was no interface for adding instruments to this song. All right, Google, help! I've got a... my browser apparently needed to install updates, so it opened and then crashed itself. So that's exciting. How y'all doing, chat? Having a good time? Having a good night? Hanging out? Just vibing? Very cool. Let's see. Muse score 4.5, not 6. 4.5. Add instruments. Hey, that is a no Google search. Nobody knows how. In the layout tab? In the layout tab? Whose idea was that? Oh my goodness. Okay. We're going to do putting off stuff you've been meaning to do to snuggle up in bed with a book. Honestly, relatable, Victoria. I super get that. My hair is so tangled. It's actually ridiculous. Anyway. Let's see. General... Oh, hang on. Okay. The message that I received did not say what I thought it said. Let's do a common 5-kit common 5-piece drum kit. She did so good, chat. Hello? I just wanted to add a common... There we go. Okay. Drum kit, piano. Okay. There we go. Now we've got a drum kit. Now, I want to do a little intro at the start. Just a little bit of an intro, you understand. So I'm going to add measures. Insert before selection. I'm going to give us a 4 measures of unpitched percussion. And actually what I want to do is I want to make our lead guitar carry the melodic portion of most of this. So we're going to go to our plucked strings and we're going to give ourselves... Do we do electric guitar or acoustic guitar, chat? I'm thinking acoustic for right now. If we decide that we would like a kind of more rough electric sound, we can go like that, but... And then I'm going to use, always more partial to acoustic. Me too. Me too. We also want to talk, kind of depends on the vibes. I think that we will likely wind up changing some of the instrumentation around. Instrumentation, orchestration, whatever word you want to use there. And then I'm going to throw in an acoustic bass as well. Piano is going to cover some of our, just kind of our vibes. Acoustic is a good preference, though. I like acoustic. If you're going for a kind of a harsher, not harsher, but like a more I don't know how to describe it. Both do work. Both do in fact work. They both make noises. I am personally, I was always a symphonic band kind of girly. I played a lot of reeds. So we'll see how that feels later. But I'm going to move our melodic portion into our guitar part. And we're going to see how that sounds with that sound font. Obviously, it'll change when it's actually, like, performed in some way. I don't hate it. I don't completely adore it, but that's the sound font. That's not... Here's the real thing to deal with now. Okay. We can stack the acoustic guitar part. So we can cheat a little bit, right? We can do a funny little thing where, because no actual person with fingers is performing this, we can do some stuff that real life instrumentation couldn't necessarily do. And then we can record the same, like when we do live performances and stuff like that, like if I record it, I can just have the same part played or the same instrument play the same or different parts and layer them on top of each other, because we're not actually doing like an in-person performance. So we can cheat a little bit. Oh gosh, now I need to think of what the bass and rhythm are going to sound like, though. I know some of what I want to do, but not a lot of it, unfortunately. We get freed from the constraints of mortal flesh? We sure are, Vilafar. We sure are, Vilafar. Hey. Sorry, that was terrible. Let's just do like some little rhythmic 8th note hi-hat hits initially, just to give us a bit of a groove. Ooh, that is not a hi-hat. That was a crash. Oh, hi, Rain. There we go. So I'm actually gonna want to do... Yeah, I think those hi-hat situations should be fine. And then we can go like one of these. We can go... Wait, no. I want to do bass drum 1 is going to sound thusly. Bass drum 2 is going to sound like this, or the other way around. Just clicked in your head, you asked how you were earlier. It's all good, Reckless. We can go bass, snare, bass, snare, bass, snare, bass, maybe. We'll see how this sounds. It might sound really, really stupid, so just bear with me for a moment, because I kind of have a feeling it's going to sound really, really stupid. How about bass and snare? You know, you could do a little bit of both, couldn't you? Which is kind of what I'm doing. Hello? Why is my face doing these things? Vignon, are you... Okay. I guess my face is working again. This could wind up sounding more like a march than I ever wanted it to, and if it does, you're free to laugh at me. Yep, nope, that's gonna sound very stupid. It's gonna sound extremely stupid. So I'm gonna go like this, and I'm just gonna get rid of all those snare hits. Wait. Hello? Wow. Okay. So apparently it doesn't like me and not all here because you're talking with Rain and doing a lot of thinking. Fair. Let's not do those hi-hat hits on every chord or every eighth note. Let's do... one and thump and one and... Okay, what if we do one of these? What if we get our little percussion-y guy out? And we go... Tick. Tick, tick, bass. Hate that. Yep, nope, that's not it at all. That's not it at all. I am not a percussionist, if you can't tell, chat. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to do more of the pitched stuff, and then we can think about unpitched stuff presently. Blink, blink. Anyway. Oh, my brain is not braining right now, chat. What do I want this song to sound like? This is the hardest part of writing music for me, is getting from the vague concept to something that sounds like something somebody would want to listen to. We could either do some harmony stuff and give ourselves a little... we could follow the acoustic guitar part pretty closely with our bass part, or the alternative is that we could just do kind of a walking, not walking bass line, but we could make it do its own thing. Just pull the knot out of my hair. That was gross. Let's try that. Let's just do bum, bum, bum. It's a C. Okay. It's just, yeah. Dun, dun. I actually want this to be a shorter boy. Duh. That I think is nice. I'm gonna give us a key signature that actually makes sense because we're using a lot of B flats. So there we go. And then we're gonna see how that first line sounds in our bass line. I like it a lot. Bum, 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 bum. There we go. Yep. That is two. That's a C, which is going to go for perfect with an F because it's either a perfect fifth or a perfect fourth, depending on how you look at it. No, it's always a perfect whatever. It's either the fourth or fifth note of the chord, depending on how of the major chord, depending on. You know what I'm talking about, because I don't. All right, so we may actually have more flats than I realized in this key signature, but that's okay because we're doing this based on vibes. Yeah. Is this going to sound super bad, chat? It very well might. Yep. No, my brain transposed in the middle of that line. So actually we want this, I want to say up a half step. No. Full step. Full step. There we go. Nope, even worse. Oh my goodness. Oh, goodness gracious, goodness gracious, goodness gracious. I've been writing music for almost an hour now. Where do I go wrong here in terms of harmonics? Let's try that in terms of, let's try that for a bass line instead. A lot of rests at the start of this one. Okay, not terrible. See, the problem is that I started the melody before I started the chord progression. So now I don't actually know the shape of the music, if that makes sense. Like, I don't... I can't see on paper what the music is going to be shaped like when there's chords, which is kind of frying my brain right now. Yeah. A little driving bass line to try to keep things going. Let's see. How's this going? It's gonna sound stupid. Oh, it doesn't actually. All right, let's try that. Let's see if that sounds like anything at all, chat. Okay, so actually, the silliest thing about that is the last chord is not the chord that I want, and this bit here, this bit here, would really do better, I think, if we kept that driving bass line. It'll help give us a little bit of motion, which is something that I find a lot of the music that I write struggles with. Like, it doesn't always feel like it has enough of a shape for me. That's my own nitpick about my own compositions, though. That's stupid. That sounds really dumb. Also, chat, I'm starting to run out of energy for this, so I think I'm going to switch to... Bless me. I think I'm going to switch. I have somebody who wanted to play Lethal Company, so I might hop on Lethal Company with them real quick. It does sound weird. I don't... Oh, it's because there's no baseline. It's because there's no baseline. Yeah! Yep, it sounds weird because there is no baseline, but I need more like Sapphic Company. Very much so, frankly. More than you think. Do, 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 do. I know Lethal Company. Yes, Lethal Company. Ooh, but do I want a polyrhythm here? That would be like if I've got, I don't know if you can hear this, but if you've got 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, that would be a polyrhythm. If you have 3s against 2s, you may have noticed that I was, if you were listening for it, you may have noticed I was doing currently vanilla. I think the people who wanted to do modded, I don't think we're gonna join. If you are in the crowd and you would like to join, those of you who I had already spoken to about this off stream, just give me a holler. Because I think you were the ones that were gonna set them up. Xavier Joiner, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Also, what is up with my internet right now, y'all? Still down to join if Reckless can? Yeah, totally up to y'all. Hey, how's it going? Something is very wrong with my internet. I'm so sorry if you're getting really terrible stuttering right now. Ooh, we just dropped to 0 kbps. Huh. We're gonna give that a second and see if it comes back, chat. If it doesn't come back, then it might be a bigger problem. And it looks like it might actually be a local internet issue because I'm also having problems with VTube Studio connecting. Let me know if you can hear me, chat. Okay. I'm going to log into the little, if you can hear me, chat, I'm going to log into the little thing that I've got on my home network. Wait, am I back? Am I back, chat? Hello, everybody. Did y'all plan on joining Rain and Reckless? My internet is so shredded right now. What the actual stuff? Anyway. Can't see anything, but your avatar looks fine and chat is too. Okay. I mean, yeah, we're in between games right now. I am going to go back to that music eventually when my brain is feeling a little bit more brainy. That's fair. Regardless, I know I've got a couple of people, so it's entirely up to y'all then, because otherwise... Oh, that was so cute. Your emote popped off the chat into the... I'm so sad. Stream, why are you doing this to me? Also, though, the other person who was going to do this with us, if you are still out there and can still hear me, I'm going to jump into Discord. I'm going to give you all the people that we might be playing with. I'm going to give y'all permission to get into the stream participant situation. And y'all should be able to join the channel. There's Azarin. All right. Y'all join the, with vanilla, it's only 4 people. Join my Discord. There is a streaming channel. Except for the fact that my internet is completely hosed. I don't know if y'all can even hear me right now. This is ridiculous. Oh, hi, Rain. This is terrible. What is wrong with my internet tonight? Okay, we're gonna try this again, chat. This is really embarrassing. I'm really sorry. I can hear somebody. Hello.
Oh, I'd been waiting for you to hear me.
Yeah, my internet just decided that I was gonna internet for a minute again. So maybe we'll actually get something. Ooh, woo.
Yeah, we need a mod pack to do this at Scarlet.
That's okay. It's entirely up to whether you and Reckless wanna join.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I think we both want to join. It's just a matter of we need to make sure that Reckless is able to library share it.
Fair. Yo, and we have another friend in chat. I will make sure that they are... Oh, you need to get your cat ensign, and
Yen.
then I'm gonna add you to stream participant, and then Aunt Harper at Lady of Cephalopods join us in stream.
Gay.
Hi.
I
Oh, you just joined us in the stream, BC. Hi, everybody. Hello. Reckless, where are you now? Also, I just realized I don't have a face. That's so funny.
Who needs a face?
Certainly not I.
I like your face. Give me your face.
I'm glad you like my face. I like your face. Give me your face. That is a reference, chat, for those of you who are like, hey, I've heard that before. You've probably heard it in other VTubers clips. Which Rain, which mod pack thingy are you downloading this with? Is it the
Oh, I thought that either Azarin or Harper were gonna
What?
share it.
I
Let me put together a mod pack real quick then.
I have a mod pack that I can probably give you. However, it's not going to be easy.
Let me put together a mod pack real quick and I'll send it to each of you. Make sure
Is
you
it-
have
Okay.
Thunderstore pulled up.
Thunderstore? Perf.
Oh.
I'm gonna get into my little. I'm gonna try to see why I can't get into my little ad blocker guy right now, and then I'm going to.
Yoink it from them. Wow.
I was gonna say, tell it to stop doing that. Oh, I know what the problem is. Wait.
Is there any echo with stream and mics at all?
Not
Not
currently.
There
not on your side at all.
shouldn't be. I am
Okay.
gonna turn on reactive though to make sure that y'all are
Yeah,
visible.
I turned my noise cancellation up. My headphones broke, so I'm stuck with speakers.
Oh no.
I
Oh, I recommend NVIDIA Broadcast for drowning out background noise.
okay.
Hey Rain,
Because
why are
put
you
your
not showing
microphone
up
through
in
NVIDIA
reactive?
Broadcast. Because I'm gay.
Oh,
Damn,
wow.
aren't we all?
That's very homophobic of them.
Yeah.
Chat, there is a possibility that you may completely lose me for a minute because I am about to completely change the way that my router talks to the internet. That might be interesting for a moment.
Oh yeah, it's the stream's currently buffering.
Yeah, stream is completely hosed right now.
Love that.
Whoopsie-doodle.
I don't love it all that much, but it's okay.
Whoopsie-doodle.
Oopsie doodle.
When technology works, it's great. When it doesn't work, it can burn.
When it doesn't work, it's normal.
And I
Am
hate it.
Am I right, gays and theys? Whoa! Puzzler995, thank you so much for the raid! Currently, my stream is super messed up and I don't have a face because we're trying to fix something while we're switching to a new game, so hi, raiders. If you're not familiar with me, I'm Ro Luna, you can call me Ro. I'm an indie variety VTuber who plays games that stress me the fuck out. And right now, the stream is actually stressing me the fuck out. Hi, how are you, Puzzler? How are you? How was your stream?
Forgot the name of the mod from one Bears.
I'm so glad your stream was good. There is a possibility that you lose me for a bit, chat. Because I just switched my DNS settings and my router to try to fix the stream issue. All right, my face is back though. Hi, Raiders. Welcome back. DNS. I mean, I think it's DNS. I'm not completely sure because Vignon is also acting up. And Vignon, yeah, there. I mean, there it goes. I just lost my stream again. Everything is acting up. Discord is acting up. Vignon's acting up. It's crazy.
For those who know what mods they'd like, are there any that you recommend?
Game mods.
See, I don't. Yeah, more suits is always fun.
I got more suits in here.
Okay.
I'm content with whatever.
Yeah.
Fair.
Like I
Okay.
normally don't play it as a scary game. It's normally turn all of the mods on to make it just hell.
Also,
Let
if y'all,
chaos my brain.
if y'all haven't had roasted seaweed, please fix that problem for yourself. I had teriyaki flavored roasted seaweed earlier. Is